Dr. Fitchett.
And I'm Gary.
And welcome to Heel News, where we review the latest movies and not so latest movies for you. Tonight we are reviewing the new Dan Gilroy film, which is written and directed by him, Nightcrawler, which stars Jake Gyllenhaal, Rene, Russo, and Bill Paxton. The plot synopsis of Nightcrawler is a man played by Jake Gyllenhaal, who is clearly very anorexic, is dragged into the world of nightcrawling. What is nightcrawling, you may ask? Well, nightcrawling is a thing where you go and try and find crimes and stuff, etc., etc., etc. That would be acceptable for news property, and he sells his footage, which will be used for news, to a news company involving Rene Russo. I'm going to stop talking in this voice because we are not a news company, we're a review channel, sorry about that. And well, my expectations going into Nightcrawler were pretty decently high. This was in my top 3 most anticipated films for the fall movie season. I was also looking forward to it because Jake Gyllenhaal is one of my favourite actors working today. And I was interested to see what, I believe it's Dan Gilroy, I was interested to see his directorial debut.
I did not watch nothing about this. I did not watch anything. I've only seen a few posters, but that was it. And that sort of paid off, because if I would have seen a trailer, I probably would have thought the film was crap, basically, because it probably would have shown everything in there. I was looking forward to the movie, let's put it that way. Right. I was looking forward to it. Jake Gyllenhaal is one of the best actors that working today, in my opinion. This film was good. I would say that went from blinking amazing to just good in one breath then. Yeah, I would say it was amazing, because I don't think it felt as high up on the list for me. But it is there. It is somewhere there. I don't think it's Jake Gyllenhaal's best performance. Performance is great, but I wouldn't say it's his best performance in a movie. I've seen better films and I've watched Prisoners, so far.
Enemy?
Yeah, I'll probably have to give it a go. I just cannot get over the fact I am watching a realistic GTA here, because I could do this so much.
It's like GTA meets Watch Dogs.
It is. What is it? Team Lads Action News.
There you go, it's Team Lads Action News.
Because
We've only one lad.
Oh, the evil lad.
Well, he's got another lad. But, you know.
He's got another lad, yes. I've got another 3 lads.
That's amazing. That is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't say that, because
this is the Team Lads Action News in GTA. Yes, it is. Yeah. Yes, actually. Well, actually, really is really. Oh wow! I never put the 2 and 2 together. That is very. Oh god, yeah.
It clicks on.
You just put something complete. You just blew my mind with that.
Soundtrack was tip top. I would say it's the best of the year so far. James Newton Howard did the soundtrack. That's the guy who helped out with Batman Begins, and
he helped out, and he also does. I think he did Snow White and the Huntsman, which was a great soundtrack.
Yes, he did.
He's a very good composer. I think he's up there as some of my favourite composers.
Just like the opening shots and some of the shots from the observatory on the hills of Los Angeles. Because if you play GTA, you know everything about this place, which I do. A lot of play GTA. So it felt like a GTA movie to me. My thoughts on the female...
Rene Russo.
I didn't really mind her, she was just there. Some of the conversations with her and Jake Gyllenhaal are just very long-winded. I didn't like them very much.
Oh god, where do I start with Nightcrawler? This is one of the best films of the year. I think Jake Gyllenhaal gave the best performance of this year. I'm saying this a lot with I'm saying a lot with these films that we've been reviewing. I'm like, oh, best performance of the year, best performance of the year. No, Jake Gyllenhaal gives the best male performance of the year. I want to say that because I still think that maybe Rosamund Pike might have given the best performance of this year in Gone Girl. I might still think that. I don't know. But Jake Gyllenhaal, as a male lead, gave the best of this year so far. And I do think that he deserves at least a nomination. I can't say the win yet, because I've yet to see Birdman. One of his best performances. I won't say his best performance, because I still think his performances in films like Enemy and Prisoners were better. The way he played the character of Lou was amazing. I think that his dialogue, which ties in with the screenplay, was amazing. The monologues that he had with Rene Russo, I loved. I was completely just eyes fixated on the screen whenever he was just talking. Because the thing is, you see that he is an insane person, a psycho, if you will. He is very unstable in a way. But when he talks, you listen and you start thinking to yourself, my God, this guy has a point. This guy, I get what this guy means about a lot of things. I understand why he's doing the things that he's doing. Kind of like John Doe in Seven, I'll put it that way. You know that he's pretty much insane, but you kind of sort of agree with what he's saying, which kind of makes you feel a bit insane in that sense. I thought Rene Russo did a good job. I won't say, she wasn't mind-blowing, she wasn't great. She did a good job acting off Jake Gyllenhaal though. I thought Bill Paxton, for the small time he was in it, was good. And I thought the guy who played Rick, he's familiar. I'm sure I've seen him or something. But anyway, I thought he did good. He did a very good job. I think he's a guy to keep an eye out on, and an eye on in the future, because I think there's potential. I don't think he was amazing in this film, but I think he shows potential to be a great actor, I feel. This has an amazing screenplay, I think, not only because of Jake Gyllenhaal's amazing dialogue, I think. When he goes on monologues, it is incredible, and you are just fixated on Gyllenhaal's performance. But I also think the story of this was absolutely fantastic. I think the whole concept.
Fantastic.
I think the whole concept.
I would do.
Yeah, I think the whole concept of this film is great, and I can kind of relate in a way that I want to get stuff out as soon as I can. Not necessarily a murder. I just think it's cool to see a film about someone using a camera and stuff like that. I think it's cool, and I just think the whole concept of this film was great, absolutely fantastic. And the things this film said about the news and the media was so good. The way that it just kind of showed the dirty side of this whole thing. And I think this did just as good of a job.
To show you the media doesn't care about the people involved with these crimes. All they want to do is make money and views.
Well, that might not be true. This might be glorifying stuff, but I'm sure that has a pretty heavy part in the whole thing. Comparing to another film that came out this year, which did a great job of exposing media and showing media in a different way, Gone Girl. I think those two films did a great job at showing, like, look, this is what the media and the news does to people and stuff. This is how it shows people. Unlike Gone Girl, which showed it from the person's point of view, this film showed it from the media's point of view with the whole thing. And that'll be a great double bill, actually. Having Gone Girl and Nightcrawler, that'll be a cool double bill, I would think. The soundtrack was great, was very good. There was a lot of, like, some toe-tapping stuff to it. And I think there were other points where the soundtrack did amazingly at building tension.
It was very tense.
And speaking of tension, the moments in this film where first of all, the last part of the film, my God, the score did an amazing job at that, and the cinematography did a great job at making us feel in the moment. Kind of like Drive did, making us feel in the moment.
I love them shots where the camera's behind the camera.
Yeah.
And, like, all you see is
you
find it.
Oh, dude, yeah. When the camera's in focus, everything that.
Restaurant scene.
Yeah, oh, dude, yeah. Yeah. And I love also the shots when you're in the car.
Yes.
And then you see when they're using it's amazing cinematography.
What would have been better?
Subtle cinematography, but great cinematography.
Yeah. What would have been better if we would have actually had the footage what the cameras are actually filming?
Oh yeah, that would have been cool.
That would have been better.
That would have been a cool special feature on the Blu-ray. I think this does a great job of pacing. I never felt this film dragged. I never felt a slow point in the film. I was completely in with it, and I'm not sure whether it's weird because I wanted the character of Lou to get footage and be successful at some points, but then there were some moments which I was like, dude, you kind of need to reel back a little bit. It's just, you know, it's just a job. You there's always next time. You know what I mean? It's like.
Especially when you could afford a flipping judge challenge.
I would compare Gyllenhaal's performance to Anthony Perkins' performance in Psycho. He doesn't come off. Well, you can feel a bit of uneasiness with him, but he doesn't come off completely menacing. But you always feel that danger of that he can just snap, and that he can just completely kick off. The one thing I have to say that I think Dan Gilroy needs to work on is tension building. Like, I think that the tension was great in this film. However, I feel there could have been more to it. There could have been more scenes that had tension. I didn't feel really tense only until the last part of the film. Other moments I was just like, this is cool, but you know, it wasn't until the big news thing that he got, that's when the film was extremely tense. Overall thoughts, I think that this is one of the best films of 2014 so far, at least. I think Gyllenhaal gives one of the best performances of his career and easily the best lead actor performance of this year. I think this film did amazingly at building suspense. I really liked the cinematography. It was subtle but great. Soundtrack did a very good job of what it was doing. I think there were a few acting roles that weren't all that great, but they were just good, and I just don't think any acting role in this film compares to Gyllenhaal in this film, I'll say. If anything, see this film for a great concept, great screenplay, and an amazing performance by Jake Gyllenhaal. Overall thoughts, Gary of Nightcrawler.
It's a fantastic movie, probably one of the best movies we've seen so far of the year. At least give Jake Gyllenhaal a flipping nomination for this.
Yes.
At least give him a nomination. I don't care if he wins it or not, because I'll probably know other actors probably win this. I think. I
have a feeling Michael Keaton will win for the best actor.
Yeah.
Probably. He's been getting
Matthew
all the buzz.
McConaughey maybe. I don't know.
I doubt it.
We don't know yet.
This says a lot about media, and yeah.
Yeah, and some of it's probably true. Because
some of it's true, some of it's probably dramatised.
So what I would do, the videoing wise, because I love videoing. Yeah. Alright, I don't mind actually taking it up actually. I need a police scanner first. I think I might have to get one.
So guys, thanks for watching our review of Nightcrawler. What are your thoughts on Nightcrawler? If you've seen it, comment below, let us know. I wouldn't mind talking about Nightcrawler because this is a film.
Love talking to our fans.
This is a film that I would like to talk to you guys about. If you didn't like the film, comment below. Let me know. I would be interested to know why you didn't like it.
Let us know.
Yeah. And links are down below for Twitter and Facebook if you just want to message one of us. If you like one of us better than the other, I don't know. Until next time, guys.
You pick the chicks up, dude.
Yes. Here's Gary's number. I put your number right there.
Don't put my number.
I put Gary's number right there.
No number.
Call it. Try and call it.
See what you get. Longest on Twitter.
Thanks guys for watching, and we shall see you later, and goodbye. And now I have to film a dead body. BBC want it. That's how it's ended. He shows potential to be a great actor, I feel.
So he's not going to be the next Batman.
Well, first of all, he's like Indian, so I don't think he will. Unless there's an Indian Batman.
Hollywood these days.
I don't know. They're thinking about a black Bond and a female Doctor Who. We don't know these days.
Please don't make Bond black.
Hey, that's racist.
Not racist.
That's a racist. You're
He's a white character.
It's true. I know what you mean. Yeah, it's true.
James Bond, there's black name as that.
I don't know.
Alright, sure.
Okay, now that is racist.
Yeah, you can cut that out.
No, I'm keeping that in.
If you get hate for this.
No, we're gonna.
Sorry for every black.
If it's in with the Nightcrawler thing, if they get mad, it's professional use only. I'm kidding.